5:30. Bill Maddox is pulling into the parking lot. Before Drew says the prayer, I'm telling you, guys, ladies, Chief, the board, Terry Young, Fire Chief, Assistant Eric, Chase, guys, Billy Jean for doing some nice little packages for the Main Street for the linemen. I'm overwhelmed, and I know I'm leaving people out, but even the crew downstairs, Reagan when I need them, I can't tell you how brain dead I am. So if we're going to just kind of ease through this meeting tonight, better days ahead in March. But seriously, Terry, thank you for all that you've done.
Absolutely.
With the thing. Appreciate that's what it takes. But Kirk Clayton's been wonderful with the county. The supervisors have been wonderful. Keith's been getting up early in the morning delivering biscuits to the linemen. Appreciate that. Just remember to do your mileage. But but it's been 11 days. I know Bill's going to give some totals. I know people are getting frustrated. The kumbaya stages of power outages is kind of, is now, they're to the hard spots and the singles to try to get them done. But Drew, if you open up with prayer, we'll get started with the meeting.
Bow with me, please. Our most gracious Heavenly Father, we come to you tonight with grateful and humble hearts, and thank you for keeping all of us safe during the storm. And Lord, we ask you to continue to be with those that have experienced loss, whether it be to their property or with family members in some circumstances. And Lord, we ask you to continue to be with the linemen, first responders, police and firemen, ambulance service. We ask you to be with them and protect them as they continue to work through these tough times. Lord, we ask you to be with us tonight. The decisions that we make be pleasing unto you. It's in your Son's holy name I pray. Amen.
And Lynn West, I appreciate you for keeping me on my toes with some good stuff. Appreciate that.
Your toes sore?
I told him he's got to be on his third or fourth pair of receivers. Hit the ground running.
Hey, Bill, I'll give you 20 seconds to get a breath and then come up here. Because obviously you are the man of the hour. But,
I feel like he's an interesting.
do you want me to switch it up and give you a break, or you want to go ahead and start off right off the bat? Let's get.
We're supposed to hire somebody, I gotta think of his name.
All right. Hey, Billy Jean, I know this is an odd meeting, and I know we're getting back into a groove in March with department head stuff, or just, do you have anything or any
I
questions?
mailed y'all my report, and I attached with it this time the impact study that MSU did with Riverfest. It's good information to know. You read it on your own.
All right. Jill?
You've got my report, and we opened back up on Tuesday. Grateful for being able to be warm and let people come in and charge their devices this week. And we've got some damage, but not much considering, so I just want to say thank you to everybody. I'm grateful for all that everybody did.
Chief, please.
Mr. Mayor, I don't really have anything tonight other than I contacted Will Benton earlier yesterday. It seems we may have some leakage, and probably because of the ice on our side. And I think maybe Bill may have found a spot on his side. So I contacted Will. Will's got somebody I think coming by Friday to look at it.
Chase, Parker Ray. I know you had a little bit of
Hey,
you
white
had some
gas and
attempt.
water, man. White gas and water.
And I will say this, Chase and his team, when Chase called me, I guess it was Sunday or was it Saturday night, he said, we're to say, hey, what can we do? Chase, not only Chase, but his guys, all I can think of is just go to Light Gas and Water. And he took the horn, and they've been delivering lunches every single day. And now with Chase's business card, I think we're going to have Director of Parks and Rec, and we're going to give him some type of title with Light Gas and Water. I think they put you to work.
Ben said I could have his card, just mark his name up. I don't think they know my report, but Jeff came out today and he saw what little damage we had, and we can talk about that whenever.
It was a crazy sight seeing the nets frozen
Yeah.
early on.
Luckily, the only net we had damaged was the Little League foul ball net. We're gonna have to replace it. and some stuff around the concession stand, like I told you Jeff saw, but the rest of them that came down, they're not damaged, we just, the cable broke that holds them up, so.
And that's, what's the lead time roughly to get that, once we
I
get the
mean, it'll
quote?
probably be 3 or 4 weeks, but, I'm in the process of getting a couple quotes, but
Okay.
the last, I got a quote 2 years ago, and it was right around 8,500, so, but I'm getting 2 quotes,
Okay.
let y'all look at.
All right. But thank you so much, Chase.
Oh, yeah, no
Appreciate
problem.
it. In the street, I didn't see Chris earlier, but he's probably getting some rest too. He's been busy, and I apologize leaving him out, but him and his guys, I mean, that's what makes this like being a rookie mayor. I mean, I'm telling you, we go through some pains, but it's nice to have veteran leadership that you can depend on to take care of business. So, board, thank y'all too, steering me straight. All right, so, Eric, do you have anything from the building? $2 million worth of projects on the,
Yeah. I emailed my report and, we've looked at about 95 services since Tuesday that's been put back up. So, I mean, I know that's nothing, but it's a lot more that I know is found. And we do have some roof leaks on City Hall, but I haven't even bothered you with it, so we'll talk about that.
we gotta get Billie Jean a new, AC heater down there.
Just thank everybody for stepping up and doing whatever extra they do.
You're right, everybody did. Bill, can I get your water? You ready?
Man, good.
I mean, we want the latest totals. I know people are thinking, but at the same time, I know you got some business in it.
Yeah, well, I will go ahead and give you the update. I think we still have crews working, they'll be out for, maybe another couple hours, something anyway. We were down to, we started the day at 2, roll the clock back. We have 11,300 customers, and when we woke up that Sunday morning, well, didn't really go to sleep, but about daybreak, 11,200 of them were off. So we kind of started, in a big hole. As of last night, when we ended, we got about 2,000 off. And so far, we've got almost 500 on the daily range. We're in the 1,400 range. 1,400, 1,450 that are still out. Probably, I guess the way it looks, about 300 in the city, and the rest are just kind of all around. But we still have them out from Potts Camp to Sherman up to Blue Mountain. The way we're working it, we're taking a circuit at a time. We got almost 200 people on it. So we're trying to put, groups on circuits. We do have, out of our 22 circuits, probably 3 or 4 of them are completely cleared, as a, that changes kind of moment to moment, but, they've been cleared. We still have these crews working on the circuit, kind of working their way. Some are working in the substation, some are working out to the end, but we're trying to get all these suites complete. Get all the 3 phases up, trying to get all the single phase primary lines up. I hope to have that done on Friday, and then there'll be, still a lot of these services like Eric's talking about, a lot of those to put up. So hopefully we're to that point on Friday. Man, I'm not promising that one. That's right. But anyway, we've come a long way. We've still got a ways to go. We do appreciate everybody's help and support. Again, like the Park Commission guys have been great to help us, and police and fire and Eric and Joey. Everybody has really worked together to get it to this point. And they said 1994 was once in a lifetime event. They lied. Surely it won't be more than twice in a lifetime event, and we won't have to deal with this again. It's been an ordeal. We do appreciate it. Y'all have been great to support and help, and again, we just appreciate that, and hope we can get this thing closed out pretty soon. So if y'all have any questions before I get to these items.
But I think likewise with the board, you are not here, I want to wait for it, but thank you for you and Ben. You've kept it good when I was like, and we appreciate that,
Yeah.
your leadership and.
Yeah, Ben was really kept it good.
Ben too? Hey, Ben.
Can't brag on Ben, no, just everybody's doing a great job. Thank you. And so our items tonight, the first item, Mayor, we talked about this a little bit earlier. We got a bunch of bids in, say we got them in for city services. These ones put the RFP out. It's not been a real great time for him to go through those. He's kind of gone through them, but he needs to do some more work before he's really ready to make a recommendation.
Sure.
So we'd like to, we're not quite ready to do that. We'll see what the next couple of weeks bring. Sure, by the next board meeting, we'll have it, maybe before.
It's just like paving. All right.
Second item, and we're gonna have a bunch of emergency purchases. We're trying to, we're hoping to get most of this, being paid for through FEMA money, and I think we already qualify potentially qualify for 75% reimbursement, it may go to 100%, we'll see. But, so there's a lot of things we're purchasing, just, material for the electric department. We are keeping all that separate, and I'll bring all those purchases back to the board, at the next board meeting, or, you know, if we are able to conclude the purchases, we'll bring that packet, the next time we meet, we'll bring that, and let the board see that. However, this trailer that we need to buy is not, the purchase of it was covered under the emergency declaration, it's not gonna be reimbursable, so I did want to go ahead and bring this purchase. We had the trailer we used to haul our, wood over on the, axle, both axles broke on this, it was an old trailer. So this was a trailer, we had already looked at buying this trailer earlier. It's 22-foot equipment trailer from Winston Trailer in Haleyville, Alabama. We paid $25,686.80 for it. Right, again, I'm not sure if it's an approval or just read into the minutes. I know that I need to report back on the purchase.
So it was already approved previously, now you're reporting back?
Well, it was through the emergency declaration.
Okay.
We got the okay. to
Well, the main
purchase it.
thing is, I have to go ahead and get them okay, since they never have formally done that, but the main thing is for transparency, we get the actual cost.
Yeah. And again, we checked it in that day.
So no action, Reagan, from the board.
It wouldn't hurt to approve it.
I would go ahead and approve it. Any questions?
Okay, got a motion by Will, second by Drew. Any questions? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
The next item, we did declare some transformer to surplus equipment at the last meeting. These were ones we had been gathering up for a couple of years, kind of when they were real scarce through the COVID era. And we were getting them remanufactured. We'd really rather use new transformers. So anyway, these are something we did not want to, again, get remanufactured or bring back. So y'all said it was okay to dispose of them. So we did get quotes. There are only a couple of companies that are even willing to take them. Mississippi, Tennessee gave us the best bid. I think it was $3 a pound. I can give you the exact number on that. Again, I think this is something I need to report back, Reagan, that we did. We just started to do who got the, who was the low bid on, or high bid, I think the best bid. The next item, we re-advertised a professional services agreement, for the assistance on the block grant. There's something we advertised once, there's something Three Rivers wanted in the ad, to make sure we were covered for the block grant. We did that, and we do want to award that to Cook Coggin Engineering.
Got a motion by Keith, second by Will. Any questions regarding this? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And on the new hire request, a young man named Austin Johnson, he's from the Sherman area. Again, he's worked with a contractor for 7 or 8 years, an electric construction contractor. Kind of interesting story. Right now, he's working the storm, and now he gave 2 week notice, so he's working the storm in Nashville today. He's gonna have a root canal tomorrow. Y'all approved, he's gonna start here on Thursday, so. I don't know if he really wants to
He's a
tell
tough
me
guy.
about it.
I'm about to say, you talking about.
Yeah, but Austin Johnson is his name.
Okay. Motion by Will, second by Drew. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, Bill, appreciate it. All right, Mark,
I know you guys are ready to go, so I'll keep it short. That noise you just heard, if I hear it one more time, it will since it started that Friday night, we've heard it over, about 115 times. And we did lose one structure in the city for fire. We feel like the storm related. Other than that, man, that Sunday morning when we rolled out, we didn't stop. And I mean, we saw a lot, heard a lot, met a lot, and felt for a lot of folks. But we appreciate you guys tremendously. I mean, we were with you guys a lot during the day, and every one of you called me at one point in time or stopped by and made sure we were good. So that's appreciated. It's just, we have a little damage at the firehouse too. Our generator took a hit, it's dead, so you'll see something come through on it. We had, my truck got hit with a limb when we were on one of our runs, so I got some damage to the truck. And that's gonna be about all the damage that we had. Our goal when we started was not to make the same mistakes we made in 1994, and I can say that we didn't make those same mistakes, we just made some more, so the next one we'll make sure we don't make these mistakes. So, I do have two things. The first thing, is we've got a person that is out on medical, and this could be short-term, long-term, or permanent, we don't know at this point. And so I'm gonna ask for a conditional hire at this time. The person that's coming in is aware of this, and, they will fill into this position. It's Kason Capel. Kason is actually a North Pontotoc graduate. Kason is an EMT basic, with the ambulance service, working for them part-time now, and gone back to his medic, to get his medic at school. And so he would really like to fill in and do this. And there'll be some pretty tough stipulations that, you know, in order for him to ever fill the full-time spot permanently, he would have to make sure that, you know, he did pass our physical entry, because that's what it would take for him to go to the academy. He is not certified. It's a good fit right now. He's a good kid, aggressive, and will fit right in with us, and I hope that it comes to a full-time position when it does come about. If we do have an opening, I hope he's the next one, but I just need him to fill in right now. Jason Capital.
Got a motion by Drew, second by Will. Any questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Second thing is, so Miss Nancy Fraun approached me a couple of months ago and had asked me, would we consider looking at the Safe Haven Baby Box program? And a lot of cities in North Mississippi do that, and the fire department is the logical place that they put them in all these cities. Tupelo told me that if we had any questions, wanted to talk to them about it, look at one, they've got one, we could come over there. So the best thing to do is let Miss Nancy explain this to you, and I told her that we would support it and support it at the fire station, you know, if it comes about. So, Miss Nancy? That's all I had after this.
Thank you.
I hate to take y'all's time with all of this hemorrhoid.
Give it to her.
Yes, if you would. I have one big place in the city clerk. I didn't know how many to have.
Madam Clerk, we'll get you one.
I feel like I need to introduce myself since I'm kind of new to New Albany and a lot of you don't know who I am. My name is Nancy Fraun. I'm originally from Holmes County. And I retired from the University of Mississippi Medical Center as educational coordinator for the Department of Pediatrics. Retired for 21 years. I will be 83 years old this month, but I'm not slowing down. I just want to give you a little background on a couple of the things I've done. I got the labor and material donated, and I was the general contractor, and I built the Ronald McDonald House on campus of the University of Mississippi Medical Center. I helped raise the money for Batson Children's Hospital. I have raised $3 million to help endow the Ole Miss Band. I've raised a lot of money in other things, small amounts. Those are the bigger amounts that I've raised. So I just wanted to let y'all know that so that you understand that I'm not here just flopping my wings to say that I want to do this and I'm not going to follow through. But the Safe Haven Baby Box was a lady by the name of Monica Kelsey in 2015 went to South Africa on a trip. And she was introduced to the baby boxes there. And it just lit a fire in her heart. And she came home and started this program in 2015. And it is really taken on across the country. And what this is a box that is put at a fire station. Now, since our Attorney General Lynn Fitch has gotten Roe versus Wade overturned, we now have more babies that are being born and not aborted, which is what we want. There are a lot of people can't have children, and a lot of these babies, you know, mothers don't know what to do, and they're frustrated because they can't keep them or whatever. So what you do with the Safe Haven Baby Box is if you have this baby, you take it. It is outside the fire station. When you open this box, the first alarm will go off. It's a silent alarm, but it will go off inside the fire station, and they will know that someone is there. They place the baby in this box, and when they close that box, the second alarm goes off, and it is an alarm, so the fire department knows to go out to the box and retrieve the baby. Okay. This way, the mother goes, it's an anonymous, so the mother does not have to worry about being arrested for abandonment. This has saved so many babies' lives. And so what I have to have is your approval. Mark has agreed he would love to have it at the fire department, so I have to have y'all's approval. Now, when I get through with this meeting, and if y'all approve of this, what we'll do is, at that point, Mark will get with the city attorney, and they will start on the paperwork. Once the contract is signed between the city and Safe Haven Baby Boxes, then I will be your third-party fundraiser. And at that point, then I will have to work out the contract, because they're very big sticklers, and they set up a thing with a QR code where people make donations, but it's anonymous, and you can't tell who's donating. Well, if I'm raising money, I need to know if I've contacted somebody that their money has been in there. So ours will be a little different. So what I will do is I will work with them, and we will set up a system where the checks will be made out to Safe Haven Baby Boxes. And I will pick the checks up. When I pick the check up, I will give them an envelope that is addressed to Safe Haven Baby Box. They will put their check in it, and I will take it straight to the post office. And that way we can work it out. And I can keep up with the money, and I can keep up with who's I've contacted and has donated the money. So I will get the money. It's gonna cost about $25,000 to do this. $16,000 to install the baby box. It's $600 a year for maintenance. And so what I'm trying to do is give you between 10 and 15 years. I'm sure over the years the maintenance will probably go up. So we'll have $9,000 left over after the 16. If I get more than 25, you'll have more money there. So, but what they do is Safe Haven sets up an account, and it will be called Union County, Mississippi Baby Box Account. And so that money will be there. So when you need it, so like when our baby box is installed, the money will be taken out of that account to pay for the installation of the baby box. Whenever they come to inspect it and do whatever they have to do every year, the money will be taken out of that account. So, you know, for at least 10 years, you will not have to worry about the $600 or $800, whatever it will go up to, you know. But the $600 right now, you won't have to worry about that, because I'll have money in the bank for you to do that. So all I'm asking is that you approve this project so we can proceed on this and get this done, because we have a great first choice here, and New Albany delivers a lot of babies. And at one point, I don't know whether this is still the case, but about 5 years ago, New Albany, Mississippi delivered more babies than Tupelo or Oxford. So that's a lot of babies, because they come from the surrounding areas, and I know there's a lot of babies because my son's an OBGYN here, and he delivers a lot of them. So I think we need to make sure that we get this done so that women can go on with their life, but these babies have a chance. And what happens once that baby is put in that box and the fire department gets it, that baby goes to the hospital, and then that baby is put up for adoption, if there's an adoptee. If not, then they go into foster care. But at least the child stands a chance in life. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you, Nancy, I appreciate you. All right, Reagan, I guess on our end, just to kind of how we proceed, I mean, obviously, it's a wonderful thing. Mark's talked at length to me. And Eric's talked to me. It's awesome program, without a doubt. From our standpoint, from the city, a lot's happened in the last few days, but what do we need to do from the board to get them, I mean, is it something that you need to draft out before we make a decision?
Well, she said we would start drafting contracts, so I don't know. That
Well, what you have to do is in this, the very last section of that I gave you is my email correspondence. And the name, Pam Stencil, and all of her contact info is on the second page of that.
Sure.
Okay. What you will do is you and Mark will get together and get with her. They have a contract, and then y'all will work out that contract. And so that's what you have to do. But the first thing we have to have before you start on that is approval from the board. Once the board gives the approval, then you and Mark start working on the contract.
Sure. I think all that we need today is just to know that that's what you want to do. I don't know that that's all it was, but as long as y'all give me the go-ahead, we'll start draft the contract, then we'll have to have a vote.
I'm just telling the will of the board.
We need a motion, I'll make it.
I got a motion by Drew.
I'll second.
Oh, we got a second. All right, any questions? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we got a few things, well, hold on a second, we'll go this first. Just for, any questions on the approval, correction of the January 2026 claim docket? We good on that? And then Reagan, help me with this, just so I got it. I know that we are officially on the database for the emergency declaration. Kurt Clayton, we've done that. Is there, from this, we've all signed it. Is there anything that we need to do from a board standpoint?
I just had to put it on the consent agenda, so just what you did for the flag tonight, give them an opportunity to object, and if they don't object, the law signs, and the law passes.
And I got a couple of things, just kind of off the thing, kind of give update on things. First, Drew's going to touch on something. I know that we've been looking at kind of I know the park along the river is doing a little re-imaging, and there's some other areas in town that we're looking at a possible bond issue down the road, but right now with some circumstances. But Drew, before I elaborate, you just kind of take a brief deal and kind of give a summary of where we are on.
Yeah, we've been talking for a little while now about looking into a bond, a general obligation bond, to help finish at least the first big phase of the park along the river reimagining, as well as some improvements at B&A Park and something in the Shady Dale area, whether it be improving the basketball courts, but doing something to kind of spread it out and just kind of upgrade and get more current with some projects that are going on. In light of what has happened over the last 11 days, we as a board kind of feel that it would be better to kind of give it another couple of weeks before we actually move forward, make sure we need to make sure we're able to allocate the assets to service that bond. And so it's not we're not stopping the progress, we're making sure that we're still gonna be able to do everything that we wanna do and make sure that we're not gonna have to trim from here and there and all that, to make sure that we can pay our bills, because we're looking at, what do you say, about $150,000 a day right now in labor costs on the cleanup and everything. Oh, there, you were camouflaged with your hat. But we just want to make sure we're being fiscally responsible with taxpayer dollars, and we just want to make sure everything is on the backside of this is where it was, where we need to be. So,
Anybody want to add to that? Good. And I just want to bring you up to date because I know there's questions about debris. And I'm not going to sugarcoat, I'm just telling you, it's not weeks, it's going to be months before it's actually the hoops that you have to go through to, I think the county is gracious enough to let us piggyback with them to pick a site that's approved by MDQ. Hopefully at the first of next week, that site will be not verbally, but approved by the states. And then that way we can, not only the city and the county, we can start hauling to that site. Tomorrow morning, we're looking at, that we have to have someone that kind of is a documenter of all the loads that are picked up, that go, you gotta take a picture of them. It's just a lot of documentation to get reimbursed. So, the county's looking to hire somebody probably by tomorrow to get that started. And we're looking from our end, obviously with Chris and his crew, it's just so overwhelming when you look in the town. We're really truly gonna have to get a third party, if it's not one, not two, just to help clean the debris. But what we're hoping, Kurt Clayton told me today a while ago, hopefully by sometime next week, that will be open and ready to go. And on our end, as I'll update the Aldermen, we'll just, you know, the third-party people will run, well, I might have to have a little meeting, but we'll get that done, so. But again, I can't express enough, I mean, people have got to be patient. I mean, it is a mess, and there's areas of the county that are horrible, toward Myrtle and all that. But that's where we stand. But,
Can I
go
add
ahead.
to
Yeah,
that? So this morning, they're out in front of my house, there's limbs as far as you can see in the middle of the road. And they come by in their normal truck to pick up. And a neighbor had some boxes sitting out there, and all they picked up was the boxes. I'm sure that happens some other places, but just so people understand the reason that's happening, because we have to document all the storm damage. They're gonna pick up boxes and stuff like they normally do, but limbs and stuff like that, because that's the first thing I thought about. I thought, well, okay, they're coming by and getting boxes, people are gonna think, why aren't you getting any limbs? But it's because we have to document everything we're doing in the storm, and so they're gonna continue to pick up other things.
and the reason,
It's an extremely meticulous documentation process.
I mean, with each third-party group that goes out and picks up debris, they will have a representative there to document, take pictures, even measure the diameters of the tree trunks. And then they will escort them, they will be a part of that to the dump site, where they will also verify how many cubic yards, and another picture will be taken before it's put in the pit. So the reason why we're not picking up debris right now is we don't want the taxpayers to put the bill to take it to our landfill just to dump it in there. So we want to get, whether it's a 75%, I guess 75 federal, 12.5% state. I mean, it's important for us to just pause, let the process go, and then we'll just document everything. I mean, we're looking at a lot, and
Has
So-
this state been declared a disaster area?
we're just trying to see what classification, so we're just hoping, but
So any reports, anything people can report to me, and they can go up to FEMA, you know. The more damage we were able to show with
The more
receipts and all
money we
that,
get.
the more coverage we're hoping to hit the
So what
initial
do you
threshold.
need, pictures? Because I can go around and make
well,
pictures.
you know, honestly, Ms., I know you do everything. I appreciate, I do. But you know, you can sit this one out, because right now Kirk Clayton's got FEMA coming in tomorrow morning, and they're gonna do a damage assessment, not only in Union County, but they're gonna do a damage assessment of New Albany. That's why I'm saying Kirk's been so good. He's rolling, and,
Handle it.
yeah. And then after this meeting, if you've got any other questions, I'll be happy to stay and answer them. I'd like that, but,
I know that form, Mr. Mayor, is on them. I know Kurt shared, I think I may have shared, but we probably need to share it with the city and reshare it again tomorrow, so that word gets out that on the website.
right. And I think there's people that have been asking, what can we do? What can we do? I know with Mike State and Bob Spencer called me, and the Baptist Association here, they have called Help. If anybody wants to donate to that, they can go into to that website or call B&A Bank. I think you can go by the teller and donate, because there's going to be plenty of people that have had a hard time, not only just putting gas in their generators, but that's all I have for tonight. Anybody close up?
I'll give my appreciation to every city worker, and especially like Gas and Water, Bill and Ben, and everybody that's pitched in. I'm very appreciative and proud of the team that we have. Everybody came together, and it's, in a disaster time like this, it takes that. When you have everybody working on the same team and moving forward, and everybody pitched in, from police department, fire department, park and rec, everybody citywide pitched together. So just extremely appreciative and thankful for everybody pitching in.
And we're learning from this too, seeing things as we're working through this. Bill pointed out, if this were to ever happen again, you know, it's just like watching game film or anything else with football or basketball or anything you see. It would be nice in the future. So we're making notes of that, and we were as prepared as possible. Bill had been very proactive in getting in extra poles and transformers and stuff a week before this happened. So there's not a doubt in my mind that there's nothing else from a preparedness standpoint that could have been done. So again, thank you for that.
And I'd be remiss not to say, Will Denton, thank you for your
Yes.
logistics on the food. We get with the park and rec to get the food out to where they are. Truly, I wouldn't have any hair left. That was incredible. Good job. I know it was touch and go sometimes, but we found everybody and we dropped off the food. I guess I need a motion to adjourn. Got a motion by Will to adjourn. Got a second? Second by Parks. All in favor say aye.
Aye.